My name is Anders Sparlund and I'm an IP lawyer here at Zacco. I've worked with intellectual property since 2011 and I've been part of the Zacco team since 2017. My focus is mainly on trademarks, design rights and copyright, helping clients both protect their rights and handle disputes when they arise. I really like my work. I get to work with fantastic colleagues and clients who are doing really exciting things. Outside my legal work, I'm also a musician. I mainly play piano and keyboards, and I try to do a bit of singing too. I've been performing since I was around 8 or 9, so it's a big part of who I am. And when I was studying law school, I played a lot of live shows, which paid my bills as a student, actually. And these days I still do gigs, not as much as before, though I also record music. I'm part of a few bands, including an Eagles tribute band called Örnarna, a country band called The Harvesters, and a Swedish dance band called Bonus. Yes, I think that being a musician helps me understand the creative process for clients and the value of protecting creative work. Whether it's a song, a visual design or a brand identity, there's a lot of passion and investment behind it. And I think that perspective helps me relate to clients in creative industries. Well, IP gives musicians and innovators power in different ways, I would say. Copyright protects the music itself, of course, but for example, trademarks and design rights can also be really important when it comes to building and protecting a band or an artist's identity. And that could, for example, include the band name, the logo, the album artwork, or even perhaps the look of a certain stage setup. So a strong brand helps artists stand out, get recognized, and connect with their audience. So in that sense, IP gives artists the tools to grow, protect what they've built, and really take ownership of their creative journey. Yeah, creators have a few really important tools to protect their rights and make sure that they get paid when their work is used. First of all, copyright comes into play automatically as soon as a song or any creative work is made. But registering the work, or at least documenting ownership, can really strengthen your position. It's also smart to join a collecting society like STIM here in Sweden, since they help manage rights and collect royalties on your behalf. And then there's of course contracts, agreements, which are just as important. Having clear agreements in place with record labels, publishers, streaming platforms, or whoever you're working with makes a big difference when it comes to how your music can be used and how you get paid. As an IP lawyer, I always encourage creators to be proactive. Know your rights and use the tools that are out there, and don't be afraid to ask for advice early on. That way, your creative work can keep giving back to you, even when others are. When we play covers with the band, copyright is always kind of there in the background. Usually, the principle is that the venue where you're playing has a license through a collecting society like STIM here in Sweden, and that license covers the public performance of copyright music. So it means that in practice, bands like ours can legally perform other people's songs, and the original creators still get paid. And I think that this is a great example of how copyright helps keep music culture alive and vibrant while still respecting the rights of the songwriters behind the music. I am confident that IP will be more important than ever in the future of music and creativity. As technology evolves, it becomes easier to create, share, and unfortunately also copy creative work. IP is what gives creators the tools to keep control, to be credited, and to actually make a living from what they create. It's not just about protection, though. It's about creating a system that supports innovation and artistic freedom. Whether it's music, design, or branding, IP helps make sure that creativity stays sustainable and that people feel safe to keep experimenting, sharing, and building new things.